Elephant can't know that I lost the camera, and she can't know that I accidentally tore up the costume. Ah! I'm so excited with how the play's coming along. Oh, look, there's Sharky. Hi, Miss Elephant. Hi, Sharky. How's it going? Pretty good. What's in your hand there? Oh, nothing, just some props for my Sunday school story today. Oh, cool. What are you talking about today? Well, I'm talking about David and Goliath and how big problems can be solved with the help of God. That's great. I'm glad that our play hasn't had too many major problems. Well, you should still pray that everything goes smoothly. Of course I will. Sharky, I just want to thank you for all your help with getting the props ready. Props? Yeah! I'm so glad that you're willing to volunteer to give us so many of your Sunday school props to help us with our play. This is going to be a really important play to show everyone, and I can't wait. I'll see you later. Bye. Uh-oh. I hope Miss Elephant doesn't find out what happened to the props. I was babysitting my little cousin, Sharky Jr., and he ended up eating most of them, unfortunately. But I'm sure everyone else is doing well, so when Miss Elephant does find out about the props, I know I should tell her soon. At least she won't have to worry too much because the costumes are all perfect and the camera's all set thanks to Uh-oh. Just a second, I see some hiding friends over there. Hey, Lammy. Hi, Sharky. What's wrong? Well, Lion and I were hiding from Miss Elephant. Why? Well, Lion, do you want to tell? No. Okay, we kind of have some issues with the play. What happened? Well, Lion accidentally got his costume destroyed. My claws are really sharp. See? And I kind of lost my camera. I was going hiking, the other day, like a little mountain goat likes to do. But you're a sheep. Sheeps like to walk too. Okay, keep going. Anyway, I wanted to impress my other little sheepy friends, and I brought my camera along and took some pictures, and all of a sudden it dropped down the hill. Oh no, I'm so sorry. What are we going to do now? I guess I have to find another camera. Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, most of the props got eaten. Oh no, Miss Elephant's going to be so disappointed. These problems are going to ruin the play. I don't know what to do now. Calm down, Lammy. Sorry, I know I'm usually the one to tell you to calm down, but I just really thought this was my big break, and I can't believe everything's getting ruined now. These problems seem too big for me to handle. Well, we're going to talk about someone, a future king, actually, who had a major problem, and he turned to God, and that problem got solved for him. Let's get started with our Bible story. So today, just like the past few weeks, we're going to be talking about David's life before he was actually king. So you may have heard this story before, but it's always good to look back on what we've learned, and maybe we can learn something new from a story. So, when David was a young man, he already had been anointed king, like we talked about last time, but he didn't actually have any power yet because King Saul was still in charge. There was a group of people called the Philistines, and they wanted to take all of the Jewish people captive, the Israelites, and make them their servants, which was really, really mean and not fair at all. So, there decided to be a battle between the two groups of people. They said, bring out your strongest man, and we'll bring out ours. The only thing is, they had an unfair advantage, because they had this guy called Goliath. He was 9 feet tall, pretty big guy, and I think anyone would probably be scared, even me, of fighting him. But anyway, David wasn't even a soldier at the time. He was just a shepherd boy. But he decided to go to give his brothers, who were fighting in the battle, or potentially going to, no one actually had started fighting yet, he wanted to bring them some food. So when he got there, he's like, why is everyone being afraid? We can't just give in to our fear. And they were like, well, this guy's pretty big. I don't really know about you, but no, none of us want to fight him. But David's like, okay, let me do it. They're like, no, But finally, the King Saul, was like, okay, David, here is some armor, some very special king armor for you, because you're so brave to fight for all of us. So David went out there, and he's like, this stuff is too heavy for me. I'm just a small guy. I don't think I can really move around in this big piece of metal and this huge sword and shield. But he's like, how else are you going to fight Goliath, who has all of those special tools and weapons against you, in addition to his height and build? And David's like, I got this. So he went off to pray to God. He got some stones and a slingshot, which he used to fight against lions and bears and stuff when protecting his sheep. And he went out there, and Goliath thought this was just a big joke, because like this little guy's coming out here with no weapons or anything. And David's like, well, I have God on my side, and that's the most important thing. So he went out there, and the battle began just between the two of them. David brought his stone around and around, threw it, and it hit him, Goliath, straight in the middle of his head. And Goliath was down, he died, and King David saved all his people from this terrible situation they were in. But it really wasn't David that saved them, it was God. David could not have handled this ginormous, literally, problem on his own. He really needed God to be there with him, to protect him, and to give him the strength and courage he needed to do the right thing. So today, I've created a little chart for you. Hopefully it makes you think about the different types of problems going on in the world right now. I'm sure that some of you may relate to some of them, but let's go through the list a minute. So some little problems would be not getting what you want. Perhaps you went to the grocery store and you saw that piece of candy that you really liked and your parents said no, so you couldn't have that and you're disappointed. Another thing is not getting to go on vacation this year, or other things like that we're missing out on. Some in-between problems might be not getting to go to church and being stuck at home, because that's really boring and sad, not getting to see our friends, not going to school, that kind of thing. And some big problems are obviously COVID-19 and illnesses that take away our family and friends, and not having a job. Maybe not for you yet, but for your parents, that might be really hard. All the injustice going on in the world right now, how people are getting treated unfairly because of what they look like or other things that they can't control, that isn't right. And obviously mean people, that's a pretty big problem, getting bullied and stuff. Basically, all these problems are important if they're important to you and the world. And when they're important to you, then they're important to God. So you should come to God whenever you have a problem, because He is there to take care of you and comfort you. Maybe things won't happen the way you want them to, or they won't be as easy as you hoped for. But they're going to go the way that God wants them to, and you're going to just feel more peace and comfort when you ask God to help you through these difficult things. I hope today you can remember that God is always there for you, and He is going to help you conquer every giant in your way, whether it's a real giant or a big problem that you feel like you can't face by yourself. You aren't alone. God is there to help you. Another thing I'm realizing is that we can be there for each other too, to help each other when we're going through difficult problems. So, I have a little gift for Lammy. Oh, Lammy! Yes, Sharky? I have a little surprise for you. What? Here you go. Thank you, Sharky. I love it. It's a new camera. Yeah, well, I thought that it would only be fair for you to get to have your big moment, and you're really helping everyone else by doing a video so that we can watch it later and stuff. I just feel like this would make you feel a lot better. It does. Thank you, Sharky. You're a great friend. I'm so happy. I can't wait to tell Miss Elephant. She'll be really excited. Now, time to find Lion. Hey, Lion. Hey, Sharky. You still sad about the costumes? Yeah. Miss Elephant was really disappointed when I told her. Well, I have a little surprise for you. Come over here. Whoa, you fixed the costume. How'd you do that? It was pretty easy. I asked Grandma Sharky to do it. She loves sewing. Aw, thank you, Sharky. This is great. Now we can finally have our play again. Well, except for the props. But yes, I'm so glad that this was helpful to you. You're the best. Thanks, Sharky. I'm gonna go tell Miss Elephant. You do that. I just wish someone would help me. Hey, Sharky. Hi, Sharky Jr. What a nice surprise. Thanks. I felt really bad about eating everything, so, I bought you some new props. No way! This is perfect! Thank you! Sharks don't really like hugs. Well, this Sharky does, and being named after me means you, should follow in the legacy. I know, a little difficult, but I can do it. Yes, you can. Thank you, Sharky Jr. I really appreciate it. Of course. They're all in the box over there. Let's go. Okay. Wow, this play's gonna be a success after all. I'm so excited. Anyway, I better go. I hope you all have a great week. Enjoy the summer sun, and we'll catch you next week. Also, don't forget to check out Justice Journey for Kids. That link is on the Next at Newport and hopefully the Facebook page too. And we'll teach you a lot about how diversity is a really good thing, and we can celebrate it within the church. Anyway, catch you later. Bye!